them times. They woke the demon up, I fend mine. It's them times. You can't put the shit back on rewind. It's them times. Out of sight, stay out of mind till them times.
I was talking to one day, and I was there for like co-op, and I remember I was talking to the guy, and he was talking about going back home to like India. He was Indian, so like, we both had something in common. And he was talking about how when he had gone there, he had been through 24 hours of just flying, so like he was just exhausted. It's halfway across the world, right? So he gets over there, he's exhausted. He's going through like grabbing his stuff, going through baggage and claims and all that. And then he was trying to go get a taxi. So like he had to wait in this line. And then he's like, when he got to the front of the line, there was a guy who just kept walking up like really like close to like behind him. And he would just like, it wasn't like he was like intruding. He was just like, really just like seemed like he was trying to bud the whole line. But he's like, the guy would just stay there, and he's like, yo, he started getting closer, and I started getting more frustrated. Like, I told the guy, like, back up, like, da-da-da-da-da. And then he's like, he moved back, and then like 2 minutes later, he just came real close again, and he's just over there. And then all of a sudden, he just leaves. So he was just gone. He finished his whole like process or whatever he was doing. He exits the building, and he goes to the first taxi he sees. And he was talking about like how he didn't see the person who was driving the taxi, but he gets in the taxi, and the person who was like driving the taxi was the person who kept butting in line to like see what was going on or whatever. And so long story short, those people didn't know that he was like a native from that country. Like he doesn't look too Indian, but they basically took him, and he said he wanted to go somewhere, and he's from there. And they started taking him other places.
Opposite direction.
And the guy like went, he picked someone up, so now there was 2 of them. And like they just started taking him to like a bunch of different places that like he was just like, what the fuck? And so he told him, he's like, yo, my uncle is like a police like commissioner over here or some shit. And he's just like, if you guys kill me, like people are gonna want your head. And that's like all he like could do, like literally, like it was the ability to like talk back to them in like their language for them to like, be like, all right, maybe we shouldn't do that. They just robbed him of everything, and they just cut still.
Well, you see, that's the thing though. You have to realize that you're in a next person.
That's their world. Like
right?
whatever they do is their world.
Same way, like when they travel here, right? They're in our territory. You know what I mean? Everything's brand new because they're not used to this. When they travel,
this is not even our territory.
When I went to Jamaica, okay, I remember it like I was 15, 16. Went to Jamaica, got to the airport, same shit. Carry, get your luggage, shit like that, okay?
Yeah.
Boom, I get outside of I think Kingston's airport terminal or international, whatever, okay? And we're walking down the street, friggin' like path road shit.
Yeah.
And boom, my mom's like, yo, whatever you do, stay right beside me because there's people that will come and take your shit and I'll even take you.
What the fuck?
I'm like, yo, I'm like this. I'm like, buddy, no one's touching me. Like, like, bro.
No. Okay, here's
hold on. My mom's like, yeah, you think you're that sick?
Yeah,
all right, cool.
You think you're that sick?
Do your thing, all right?
Where's soft over there?
I go there now, and I'm walking with my bag, and I see this one random guy. He's like, yo, you're looking for a cab? You're looking for a cab? Follow it over here, this and that. So I'm like, yo, hold on for a second. He's like, nah, I'm telling you to follow it, follow it into the cab and I'll bring you to where you're going. I'm like, no, I'm with my mom. Me and my mom will go in this, And then 2-2s, my mom had to run the man because basically that guy, he was an imposter, bro. He was trying to jam me or try to kidnap me and shit like that. But his car had the taxi fucking shit on it, making it look like he's a legit man. You know what I mean? So when you're traveling and shit, you have to know
what you're doing,
who's who, and what you're doing, because someone could portray themselves as something or somebody, but not really be that person. You have to know what you're doing because you might go somewhere, you might think you know certain things, and you might have an ego here. But yo, when you go into a new place or a new country, nobody knows who the fuck you are, I'll take that hands down.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and yo,
people test your gangster, real shit.
not even that. There's some people over there that are just haunted, fam. Like, there's a reason why, like, that walk of life is just what even when you're not getting by in Toronto, it's much different than not getting by in a third world country. Cause like
They're looking at you as the rich guy. They're looking at you as the rich guy. Like
yo,
they don't have nothing.
Yo, everybody, like yo, if I went on a trip, especially to a third world country, like I would even take my phone. Like this is a S9 Plus. I'd buy a flip phone, dog. Like
or a Nokia from 96.
like yeah, like yo, when you're traveling, you gotta wear some basic ass, lame ass shit. Even with like how slick you gotta be. Like I get one of them fucking pullovers, like those windbreakers where it has like the stomach like pouch. That's where I like put all my shit. Cause your pockets, like, yo, you can't watch your pockets. You can't watch like too much on you. Like you gotta be careful. So I don't know. I just like taking the extra mile.
But also, you know, for the people when you do travel, you have to know it's like. This is my advice for the people, okay? Like, when you're going somewhere, do your studies. Like, you know, I know everybody wants to go to the nice luxury places. They want to party, celebrate, whatever the case is.
Yo.
But it's not what it always seems, you know what I mean? Like, you might look in a travel ad, or you might go to the travel agency. They might sell you a dream. And when you get there, it's all fucking bullshit.
Speaking of which, did anybody see the fucking Ja Rule concert? Where like he sold everyone on like a fucking island to like go there for like a super big turnout.
Yeah,
and they went there and they were starving. They paid bare money, dog. Like it was a fucking heist, bro. He literally finessed everybody. Like
yeah, cause the man's dead, bro.
Sanchez, we ready? Are we ready? I guess not.
Yo, it was a fucking
what the fuck? Yo, you didn't hear what happened to him when 50 bought all the fucking tickets?
Yeah.
No one showed.
Yeah.
What he's not even off of that?
There's like 1,500 tickets or some shit.
So guess
He
what?
made money off of that though.
So guess
A
what?
little, not too much.
Okay, so you know what he did? He's like, yeah, all right, this guy wants to do that to me. I'm finesse everybody now. All right, you done already? Breaking the Bread podcast. You know, you got Dirty Markie Mark over here. Yeah.
EJ.
And yeah, I know this
Our
is
regular camera guy in the back.
Yes.
JC. You know, I'm sorry, people. You know, he has me on my ugly side because certain people. But it's alright.
It still didn't work because the camera was not even over here.
We'll see you next week. All right.
This still captured my back.